Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I want to show you one of the sets that I built back when I was a kid, back in 1971. I'm going to show you the 1971 Topps baseball set. I'm going to show you the complete set. And this set, again, I showed you the 1970 set, which I pulled from packs. And this is exactly the same thing I did with this set. I pulled it from packs. I would buy the boxes, initially I would buy packs. And in those days, I used to cut lawns and get some money. And I used to buy, I went and bought a box. The boxes were less than, I don't remember how much it was, but it was pretty cheap. Less than $20 back in those days. I think it was more like $10. But anyway, I opened the packs and build the set myself. And over time, I did sell my duplicates, and I have the entire set here. So I want to show you the 1971 Topps set. And I also wanted to show you some of the things that also came with the 71 set. And these were also these were sold in packs. One of these came per pack, and they were called the baseball tattoos. And they came with a gum and one per pack. So I want to show you what the 1971 baseball tattoos look like first, and then I'll show you the 71 set. So these were the tattoos, and they came in the packs just like this. Nowadays, you'll see them perforated, and the individual players are actually separated and sold separately. And I want to be very careful with these because these are tattoos. So if they get wet or any fingerprints get on them, they will actually transfer over. So this is what they look like, right? How they came out of the packs. This is number 10 of 16 sheets. And it was a whole sheet of cards, of tattoos, that came in one pack. And this is what they look like when you open it up. They look like this. And the kids would take these, they would wet them, and you put them on your skin, and you'd have a tattoo of all of these players. That's why they're kind of in reverse, because once you would put them on, you would be able to read the names. And now, a lot of times you'll see these literally just cut and sold as the individual players. There were a total of 16 sheets. This is sheet number 10. And this is one of the better sheets because this has a lot of the Hall of Famers in it. You can see it's got Fergie Jenkins. It's got Joe Torre. It's got Thurman Munson. And it has some generic little things that you could do. So you could put the little muscle man on your muscles and stuff like that. That's the Thurman Munson. Tony Conigliaro. Also had some team things. You can see that, and you can see the perforation. You can separate them out, and a lot of them you'll find now, you'll see them separated and used, and actually you can get them, you can get them graded just by the actual little square. Like here's the Clemente, and some of them had the signatures and things like that. That's the Gary Peters. So this is one sample. In the back, it's just a blank. That's what it looks like on that back. I don't want to get any moisture on these because these are very, very delicate. But you can see how they would come out once you get them. You could see the name. And this is a baseball tattoos, number 10 of a series of 16 sheets with Joe Torre, Fergie Jenkins, Thurman Munson, and Roberto Clemente. We'll fold this baby right back up again and put it away. So here it goes. Fold it back up, put it away again. So that's what the baseball tattoos look like from 1971. Tough to put in this top loader because they're pretty thick. There it goes. So that's the 71 baseball tattoos. Now, moving on to the 71 set. The 71 set is one of the most difficult sets to get in great condition because of the borders and, of course, the off-centering. One of the main cards in that set is this Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson is one of the first cards in the set. It's card number 5. And this is extremely difficult to get, one of the most difficult cards to get centered. And again, mine, I pulled it out of the pack, so it's not centered like most of the cards. Even though it's in nice condition, you can see, I haven't touched these in many, many years. So you can see that the black borders don't have any shipping or anything. It's just way off-centered. So I didn't grade this card because of the off-centering. It wouldn't grade well at all. It probably would grade miscut. But most of them came out that way. So I'm going to show you the entire set. I'm going to start with the ones that I have already graded, and you've seen these on my grading video, my SGC reveal videos, but I want to kind of show you some of the cards. So here's the Burt Blyleven. This is Burt Blyleven rookie, graded a 5.5. And these are nice because they have a picture of the player on the back also, with all the stats and everything on there. So usually they didn't have, I'm not sure if it was the first year they had actual pictures on the back, but it's one of the first ones, if it's not the first year they had pictures. Here's the Steve Carlton in a 7, SGC 7. These cards are extremely difficult to get at any grade higher than a 5 because of the black border. These are probably one of the more delicate cards when you get to the older cards. The 71s, the 62s, anything that have a solid borders like this are extremely difficult to find. Here's the Tom Seaver in a 5. I'm going to go through because I'm going to show you the whole set, so I don't want to make this video very long, but I want to show you the set just like I did with my 1970, and I also did a video of my 1962 set, so you can go back and look at those if you really want. This is the Brooks Robinson. And one of the things with in a graded in a 6, here's a Hank Aaron in a 6. One other thing about these cards is not just the chipping, but the series. The high series are extremely difficult to find, especially in top condition. Because remember, when you got to the higher series cards, this is the Nolan Ryan. This is one of the higher series, number 513. When you get to the high series cards, they didn't produce as many. In those days, they were produced near the end of the season, so many kids really didn't even bother buying. They stopped buying them at those times. So here's a Nolan Ryan in a 7. Here's the Ernie Banks, graded a 4. Again, these are really tough, and SGC is real tough about grading these. You know, it gets the 4 probably because it just somewhere has a little bit of chipping. I guess it's on this side a little bit here. But very tough, extremely tough to get these cards anywhere in higher than a 5. This is the Willie Mays, and now these are the high series here. This is number 600. So these are even more difficult to find. And again, the chipping is just, it happens in these cards. Remember, these cards, kids played with them. I sold most of mine, most of the doubles, and kept the best ones I had. This is one of the toughest cards to find. It's one of the high series Richie Allen cards, graded in a 6.5. And this is one of the rookies in the set, which is the Dusty Baker and Don Baylor rookie, graded in a 6. And this is, again, one of the high numbers, number 709. So I'll give you a good look at that so you can see what they look like. Don Baylor, Dusty Baker rookie. I'm going to show you a few more of these. I'll show you some of the other star cards here, and then I'm going to show you the entire set. So if you only want to see the stars, they'll be in the first 10 minutes of the video, and the rest I'm going to show you the entire set, so you can see all the commons and everything. But stick around because you're going to see some really nice condition cards, especially the last series. This is the Dave Conception, the Reggie. Some of these I probably should get graded. Reggie's got a little little bit of chipping there, but again, this is a third year Reggie Jackson, 1971. Here's a Jim Catfish Hunter, and mine are really going to be in nice condition because I pulled them from the packs and put them away and never touched them for over 20 years until my dad found them in a closet, called me and told me, my mother called me and told me she was going to throw them away, that my dad was going to throw them away. And I ran to go get them. And here's the Pete Rose. So I was able to save a lot of these cards. There's the Alk line. Give you a good look at those. A lot of the stuff is the holder because they are really nice, and the holders may be dirty from back when I put them in there. That's the Rod Carew. Here's a Willie Stargell. Try to give you a good look at these cards. Eventually I may get some more of these graded because they are in such good condition. This is the Johnny Bench. You can see Johnny's got a little bit of chipping here, but it's very minor. Usually you'll see the corners are all white. You know, the white will really stand out, and the off-centering. That's a beautiful Joe Morgan. You can see some of mine's, most of mine graded anywhere from a 5 to a 7, which is the Nolan Ryan and you know, Aaron and stuff like that. But between 5 and 7 is the grading on it. This was a really tough card to have, and a very popular card in those days, the Steve Garvey. Everybody wanted this card. Steve Garvey was, at that time, a really, really top prospect. Here's the Don Sutton. You can see that this set is in really nice condition. That's the Bob Gibson. That's got a little chipping on this corner, which is normal for these cards. And 71s are extremely difficult to find in any type of decent condition. And of course, like all cards from the 70s and before, the centering is always an issue. This is Claude Raymond, and the reason I have this guy, because these are now the high numbers here. When you get to the high number series, those are the most difficult ones to find, especially in good condition. There's a Harmon Killebrew, Orlando Cepeda, there's the Lou Brock, my man Clemente. This one's just off-centered, and so I didn't grade this, but eventually I will. And that's just the holder is just a little dirty there. That's the Boog Powell. Again, these are the high number of cards here, number 700, and so is Roberto. He's one of the high number series, 630. There's the Boog Powell, and there's the Aparicio, which is one of the last ones in this set. This is number 740. It's a huge set. In those days, they produced big sets, all over 700 cards. So let me start now with the commons. So I'm gonna pull a bunch of these out, start showing them. And these I'm just gonna flip through. The Orioles were the world champs. There's Doc Ellis, Dick McAuliffe, Mick Davalillo. You see mine are in really nice condition. So I'm just starting to show you all the cards, all the commons, and there's some stars in here also. See, that's card number 8, George Scott, Claude Osteen, some rookies, Charlie Brinkman, Messersmith. These are really good condition, Ken Singleton. I want to flip through and just show you the entire set so you can get a good look at all the cards in the entire set. What I like about these cards, especially the 71s, is there's a lot of action shots. See, those were taken during the game, just like the Munson card I showed you earlier. A lot of these were not, very few were actually posed. I mean, you do have some posed pictures, but a lot of them are actual game pictures, which is really hard to find in some of these older years. And as soon as I say that, all the posed pictures come up here. But there are some action shots here. You know, like here's Lou Piniella. See, batting in the game. Dean Chance. More rookies. Gene Lamont. There's Lee May, another action shot. So I really like these because the black border just makes them stand out. And especially in these SGC holders. They look beautiful in the SGC holders. So I would suggest if you're going to get them graded with SGC. Just because the black border and the tuxedo looks awesome, in my opinion. So here's a few of them here. Just going to flip through to show you some of those. Don Money. I'm just going to go through the box and show you the entire set so you can get a good look at all the cards. Yankees, Klein, Oscar Brown, rookie. There's Paul Blair. The Orioles won the championship that year. There's a checklist. That's what the checklist look like. Show you the back. It's just a checklist. I'm going to go through, and here's Spaceman Bill Lee, Gene Mock. And now here we go with the batting leaders. Yastrzemski, Tony Oliva was the batting leaders at the time. Joe Torre. There's Frank Howard, Mook Powell, RBI leaders, American League. There's a Johnny Bench. 3 Hall of Famers right here. Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, Billy Williams. There's a Harmon Killebrew, Carl Yastrzemski. Frank Howard was the home run leader for the American League. The National League home run leaders was Johnny Bench, Billy Williams, and Tony Perez. 3 Hall of Famers. I love these cards, especially these leader cards. There's Jim Palmer. Tom Seaver was the ERA leader. Jim Perry is in there. Here's a good one here with the pitching leaders with Bob Gibson, Gaylord Perry, and Fergie Jenkins. Strikeout leaders. There's a strikeout leaders for the National League. It's a nice card of Seaver, Bob Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins. If anybody collects these leader cards, I would suggest they're very, very inexpensive, and you have 2 or 3 Hall of Famers in each card. Another rookie, Jim Nettles. I want to flip through these. I don't want to do a super long video, but if you've never seen these 71 cards, they're beautiful. See, you got that game action pictures in there, and it's just something you didn't see back in those days. It's one of the first years that I remember that had action shots of actual actual photos from the actual games. So let's keep going here with the Hal King, Ken Brett. There's the Joe Pepitone. You can see most of them are really, really sharp condition here. More rookies. There's Tiant. So most of these are going to be minor stars and commons. Mark Belanger. It's another one of the action shots here. Tony Conigliaro. Would have been a great player, but he got hit in the eye with the baseball and ruined his career. Roy Foster, one of the All-Stars, rookie All-Stars. There's Bill Mazeroski, another rookie. Manny Mota. There's Billy Conigliaro here. Don Clendenin, Ken Sanders. There's a Ted Simmons. I think this is Ted Simmons' rookie card, if I'm not mistaken. Probably should have had this one graded. Cookie Rojas, that's a beautiful action shot there. Almost reminds me of the 53 Bowman Pee Wee Reese card, where he's jumping up in the air. And the other thing is these have a facsimile autograph too, which is really neat. So one of my favorite sets is the 71 set. Willie Horton, more rookies. Eddie Watt, second series checklist. Don Gullett, there's a Ray Fosse. So I'm going to go Dennis Benke. Here's another action shot here. And they did these also horizontally, so it's similar to the Munson card. There's the Yankees, Kurt Blefary. So here you go. So let me show you some more here. This is the Mickey Lolich, Rick Monday. There's a few more here, more rookies. There's the Gaylord Perry card. Again, they're going to be off-centered, but you know they're going to be in great shape because these were pulled directly from packs. Mac Jones, Steve Blass, Ralph Hawk. Sorry if there's some noise in the background. I just record these live. Sometimes it's somebody coming in the house and make some noise here. So there's a few more here. More of the commons. Jerry Royce. Here's the baseball coins. There were also some coins, and I have a few of those. I probably should have shown some of the coins also, but there was coins that actually came also with the packs. At Billingham, of Martinez. Again, apologize for the noise in the background. There's Cesar Tovar. So my wife just walked in with groceries, unfortunately, in the middle of my recording here. So here's a few more. Mike Cuellar. So I'm going to go through the entire set. It's probably going to take me another 10-15 minutes or so. So stick around and watch it. The video, I would appreciate it. And you'll see some of the rarer ones in the later on when I get to the high number series. Here's the Red Sox rookies. Al McRae, Dave Duncan, Al Downing. There's the Gil Hodges card. There's a few more. Ted Abernathy. There's the Dodgers rookies. Bobby Tolan. So I'm going to go pretty quickly here, and now we're going to get into the actual playoff cards here. This is the playoffs, the American League playoffs. Boot Powell, Dave McNally, Jim Palmer, and then the Orioles win the American League, National League playoff. Bobby Tolan, it was against the Reds here. And then the Reds celebrate 1970 playoffs. More rookie cards. This is the second series checklist here. I think I checked that one off there. I sure did. And here's Billy Martin. Richie Hebner. Here comes some more of the set. I'm gonna flip right through here, try to go a little quicker so you can see every card. Ellie Hendricks, great catcher for the Orioles, the champion Orioles in those days. There's a Ron Santo. I said there's some Hall of Famers still in here and some stars or minor stars, but most of them are going to be commons. They literally made cards for almost every single player. You know, when you have over 700 cards per set, you're going to put everybody in there, even some of them that didn't play as much. There's a Cesar Cedeno, Red Shandies, another Hall of Famer. There's his manager card. I'll keep showing. There's Jim Cott, another Hall of Fame pitcher here. Tony Taylor, the Royals rookies, Paul Splittorff. There's another Hall of Famer here, which is Hoyt Wilhelm. These cards are not that expensive, except in high grade. In high grade, they're almost impossible to find. Anything a 6 or a 7 or over, And these 71 cards are very, very hard to get, very difficult to find. Again, because the black border, the chipping, and the centering, of course. There's another rookie card here. And there's the John Ellis with the All-Star Rookie Cup. Get these over here, grab another pile here for you. There's Jim Northrup. There's the team cards, the Phillies team, Rico Cardi. I hope you're enjoying this. Here's a Veda Pinson in action during a game, showing him sliding and all the dust coming up there. And that's what I like about these 71s, that this is a George Foster rookie card. Great player, George Foster, for the Giants back then. He hit over 50 home runs one year, and he was on his way to the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, he didn't get there. There's Jim Grote. Look at that. Looks like he just hit the ball, and he's running full speed trying to get to first base. I love these action shots. You could even see the people in the stands in the background. Nice, clear photography on these cards. There's the Fergie Jenkins. Hold on 1 second here. There's the Fergie Jenkins card. Again, these are in really nice condition because I hadn't played with these too much when I was a kid. Sal Bando. Another team card of the White Sox. There's the Tony Oliva. Really, it's Pedro Oliva, but they call him Tony. Yeah. Okay, Johnstone. So I'm gonna flip through. There's Bobby Bonds. This one's got a lot of chipping on the top there. And most of them you're gonna see that they're really, really nice condition. Especially the high numbers, because the high numbers came out late. I didn't really mess with them too much, just put them in the holders. Or actually they were raw in a box, in an actual shoe box is how my dad found them. And then my mom called me and said, you better come and get them because your dad's gonna throw them away. Thank God that she did that. I really appreciate her saving all my cards. Most people had their parents threw them away. Here's a Tommy Agee, another nice action shot. Tommy Agee sliding into second base there. Look at the umpires. They had to wear this heavy coats in those days. Okay, Walker. There's Jeff Torborg. Ron Fairley. So some more. There's another action shot, pitching action shot, Louis May. So just gonna flip through these. I'm gonna show you the whole set there. Craig Nettles. There's the Juan Marichal. See, there's still a lot of good players in there. That one's definitely got some damage. This is what you're gonna see with most of the 71 cards. You're gonna see them like this, that with the corners chipped or chipping on the sides. Here comes the World Series cards, and this is where the Orioles won the World Series. Boog Powell homers. Buford goes 2 for 4. Frank Robinson shows his muscle. The Reds stay alive. They win Game 4. But then Brooks Robinson made that play, that diving play. It's a famous play where he says commits robbery, and they end up winning the game there, and then the Orioles celebrate. Convincing performance. There's Jerry Kuzman. Teams, Jesus Alou, Gene Tennis. There's Rico Petrocelli. Milt May. Rookie card. Joe Horland. So I'm going to go through here a little bit quicker here. There's Billy Williams. But if you've never seen this set, it's a really beautiful set. And it's one of those that is very, very nice because it has all kinds of nice pictures and action shots in it. And of course, all the stars of the day were here. There's a nice Bud Harrelson, an action card there. And it's got the autograph, which I like. It's another action shot here of Jim Fregosi. Trying to get a hit here. Another rookie card. So I'm gonna go through here. Valvio, there's another one of the checklists. There's Joe Torre's card here, another action shot of Joe. McGraw, Cleet Boyer, another rookie, Tito Fuentes. Rangers, there's the Ted Williams card as a manager. This is way off centered. Teddy Gibbs, and there's Raleigh Fingers. Look at that young Raleigh Fingers in there. That one definitely has off centered, has some chipping on that. So not all of my cards are going to be in great condition, but for 1971s, it's going to be very difficult to find them any much better than these. There's Maury Wills, the Red Sox team, Al Oliver, great player for the Pirates back then. Eddie Brinkman, Glenn Beckard, Grant Jackson, another action shot here, Merv Redmond. Another action shot, look at that, Roy White. The batting stance. It's a nice looking card there. Roy White. Alvin Dark. Dodgers team. Joe Coleman, another rookie. Leo Cardenas. Ray Sadecki. There's Joe Rudy. Action shots. So, you know, if you were a young kid back in the 70s, you would recognize all of these names. Woody Fryman, as they were all really good players. Most of them were good players. Well, you know, not all of them, of course, but I hadn't gone through these cards in a long time. So for me, it's nice to go through them again. So we're almost done here. Give me a little more time, and you can see the rest of them here. Like I said, stick around for the high series. Those are really in great condition, and those are cards that you may not see as often. Another action shot here. Wes Parker. Oops, I don't want to miss any, so if anybody wants to see them all, I'm going to show you the entire set like I did with my 62 and my 71s. There's a Greg Luzinski rookie card right there. Pretty good condition here. Bert Campaneris, Campy. Mil Pappas, Angels team. Another action shot of Art Shamsky. Looks like he's going to strike out on this one. Cesar Geronimo. I'm enjoying going through these and looking at these cards again. I hadn't seen these in such a long time. So I hope you're getting a kick out of this. I hope you're looking at some cards that maybe you hadn't seen before. There's the Tim McCarver. Bob Oliver. I'm trying to keep them in order here, but trying to move on a little quicker. There's a few more. Jim Ferry. Ron Peronoski, he's a pitching coach. Look at that action shot of Val Maxwell. I love these shots. I love these action shots. There's Earl Weaver, manager of the champion Orioles in that year. Bernie Carbo. Manny Sanguillen. I like Manny Sanguillen. Gene Michael. Manager. Paul Shaw. Another action shot here. There's the Ralph Garr rookie card. Felipe Alou with the A's. Looks like he popped one up there. And let me keep going. This is the 5th series now. We're getting into the higher series cards. There's Jim Perry. Look at the Cubs team. How they did that with the floating heads. Kind of different, kind of neat. Gates Brown. That was a big power hitter back in those days for the Tigers. Ollie Brown. And Jim Grant. Mudcap Grant. Okay, let's go on to the last couple of batches of these cards. And now we're getting into the high series here. This is the 500s. Ken Harrelson. Another rookie. It's Ron Woods. Another action shot here. Flip through this. Tommy John. First guy to have that surgery. Now called Tommy John surgery. Here's a Twins team. Blue Moon Odom. And he actually signed John Blue Moon Odom. Leon Jones. This is the National League All-Star Rookie Stars. Let's see who's on there here. That's the Bill Buckner. Look at Billy Buckner. That's his rookie card. Kurt Flood. Nice card of Kurt Flood. There's the Yankees team right there. All the Yankees top players are in there. That's in beautiful conditions. And here's the Beats. This is the guy, Lowell Palmer, one of the few that had sunglasses back in the day. Kind of neat to see that. You don't see too many with dark sunglasses, especially on the cards. So this is now getting into the higher series. This is card number 556. American League rookies. There's Rusty Staub, one of the best Canadian players ever. The Giants team. Jimmy Wynn, the toy cannon. They called him the toy cannon. He was a short guy, a little guy, but he had incredible power. That's why they called him the toy cannon. There's Walter Alston, Ted Sizemore, Ed Kranepool, Jim Bunning. Another good pitcher back in the day. Here comes the Cubs rookie guys. Let's see who was on here. I don't recognize many of those. There's Jim Lomborg. Good pitcher for the Red Sox. Tony Perez. Hall of Fame. Cuban player. Indians team. Willie Davis. Randy Huntley. It's another rookie here. Who's on there? Al Raboski, the Mad Hungarian. This guy was, incredible. This Al Raboski. People were scared of him. He did all these antics on the mound, almost like a Fidrich, like Mark Fidrich, similar to that. He was a reliever. Al Raboski, the Mad Hungarian. Okay, here we go. Now we got to the higher series. These are now almost to 600 here. So, and these are going to be even nicer condition than the earlier series cards. There's Norm Cash. Because like I said, I really didn't even touch these too much because it was the last cards that came out. So I would put them away. Didn't handle these as much as you handle the first few series. Here's the Indians rookies here. Ted Ford. Pedro Borbon. There's Mel Stoudemire. He's a pitching coach now. Harry Heisel. Tug McGraw. And this is a 6 series checklist. Boy, that one's in pretty rough shape there. Looks like it's a rough cut too. There's Frank Howard. Big Frank Howard. Big power hitter. Little Freddie Patek. Freddie Patek was, I think, was super short, maybe 5'4". I don't know, I may say it back here. He was 5'5". Little shortstop, but he was quick. Great glove. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And there's Bobby Brooks. And there's Bobby Mercer. He was a great player back then in those days for the Yankees. Looks pretty strong in that picture here. And we're getting down to the last groups of cards, down to the 700s coming up here. Here we go. This is the end of it, guys. It's a long video, but I'm hoping you appreciate it. This is the Mets team. See, a lot of these are really going to be in nice condition. 471 cards. The last ones don't have that much chipping on them. One Pizarro. There's a rookie. Let's see. That is John Matlack. John Matlack rookie card. See, that's in nice shape. Beautiful condition and nicely centered too. Sparky Lyle. Good picture. The Braves team. Look at that. You got Aaron in there somewhere. Paul Lindblad. Ray Culp. Chuck Tanner, the manager. Another set of rookies here. Look at that. Look at these rookies. Reynolds. I didn't even remember that. 3 Reynolds in 1 card. That's probably a first. This is card number 664. Pete Ward. There's Ike Brown, another big power hitter back then. Anybody that remembers baseball back in those days would remember a lot of these names. If not, then if you don't, if you're new to this hobby, you won't remember any of these guys, but they were good players. That's the Expos team, good shape. These are all nice condition here, especially in the last series. So, all right, guys, so I'm down to the end of it. That's 670. Oops, there goes my camera. 678. So I'm gonna stop right there. Probably missing some cards here because the set goes a little further. I may have some more in the other box, but anyway, that's it, guys. That is the 1971 Topps baseball set with all the stars, and that's what they look like from 1971. So thanks everybody for watching my videos. I really appreciate you liking and subscribing, and I really love the comments. So if you like my videos, please let me know. And if you want to see anything else in my collection, also let me know. I'm going to be pulling out some more vintage cards very soon to show you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Have an awesome day. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream.